Alright, so we got these cases here that we just started up. Oh, you can't see it. It's running warm. This is the one that I just started up, produce cases. You can see this graph. So this is where, what is it? Where are we at? So back here is where I initially turned it on, right? And you can see it come up. And then I power cycled this board, dropped down, then came back up. I power cycled again, dropped down, and now it's coming back up. Right now discharge air is 53. So what I'm looking at is my solenoid's energized, I got a CDS valve, and then I have this balancing valve. Again, this is glycol. Why they need all this on here, not 100% sure, but that's just how the cases came. So I grabbed my SMA 12 because I have a feeling that this thing's not inputting or outputting the right signal to this SMA. So I'm gonna hook up my valve to my valve driver, and I'm gonna try to open it 100% and see if that does anything for us. And if it does, then I know it's got to be something with that, and I can dig deeper into that. But let me hook that up real quick. All right, so I got this hooked up. It's pretty simple. You know, you got your 4 wires for your CDS. You just hook them up like color to like color. I got this set to 200 steps. All I'm gonna do is open, and then I'm gonna watch that discharge air right there. All right, so press open, and I can hear that valve turning. Not sure if I'm able to get that noise on camera, but I can hear it opening, or I can hear it turning, trying to turn. So now I'm just gonna see if that discharge air drops at all. All right, been letting it sit. It's pretty much sitting at the same spot. Like I said, I can hear this thing opening and closing when I do that. I can hear when it tops out. I can hear when it bottoms out. But what's weird is when I power cycle this thing, it works for a little bit. So I'm gonna take these off, put it back on here, try power cycling again, and see what happens. All right, so I got these hooked back up. So what I'm gonna do real quick is grab my line voltage. You'll see those lights turn off here in a sec. So that board's powered off. Controller's powered off. This I'm probably gonna have to sign out of real quick. Yep, just kicked me out. So, let this shit off for a sec, and then let's plug her back in. So, case lights, case fans just turned off. This thing's got to go through its little sequence. Alright, so if I back out of this, hit back and right arrow, I'll pull up my Wi-Fi, then I just gotta wait for it to populate on this. I always write, there's 4 numbers, I think I explained that earlier. I always write that on there, so I'm just waiting for it to pop up right here. Alright, we're getting in it. Again. Okay, and you can see, oops, cancel that. So, come down here, liquid line solenoid's off, fans are on, EPR's 0. Oh, it's showing it's in defrost. Oh, defrost just came off. So, just waiting for this thing to run through its cycle. It'll turn that, there we go, up there, refrigerate mode. So now liquid line solenoid's on. We can see that EPR is gonna probably, that EPR is probably gonna go up to 100, hopefully. Let me see. Make sure that this thing, max valve steps 2500, minimum 0, max 100. So that's all correct. See if this thing starts to drop temp or not. All right, so I've gone through, this seems to work. This is energized, and I can hear the solenoid clicking, right? This is open. So what I started doing was checking pressure. So this is my inlet pressure. There we go, like 50 or 46. So over on that coil, I was getting about 60 pounds of pressure, right, on both sides. And on this side, I'm getting about 46. So it's making me wonder, because this is showing all the way open, which I haven't adjusted any of these on any of the cases. But I wonder if I close this, so now that's in the closed position, if this will go up at all. So I'm gonna leave that closed for a couple minutes and then see what my pressures do. And hopefully it goes up. Maybe that's what it is. It's just flowing through there too fast and it's not removing any heat, but we'll see. All right, so this does not seem to be doing anything. Right, my pressure stayed basically exactly the same. So this is still energized. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna de-energize this and see if I build up pressure on that side. Let me do this. This is the relay for the solenoid. I am just gonna pull that out, leave it right there, and then I'm going to see if I'm building up pressure on that again. I just want to make sure that I'm feeding this line, basically. So by stopping this is my suction or my return, right? By closing this, that should mean that I'm stacking glycol in here, which means my pressure should go up, at least in my mind, but we'll see. All right, so none of this seems to be working. Still right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to the skid. It's got me thinking maybe it's like a mass flow issue. Like maybe I need to increase the speed of my pumps. I'm gonna check my static pressure up there real quick, make sure I got enough glycol. This is the last case on this run. So maybe, I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna go up there and take a look at that stuff. All right, let's see. Running at 40 hertz. Oh, you guys can't really see that, 40 hertz on there. These valves. Let's see what this is looking like. DP at 20, supply temp's looking pretty decent. So I want to check my static pressure real quick. So I'm just going to turn both my pumps off. Let it equalize out. Because it could just be that I don't have enough glycol pushing over there, which we want this to be at about 35 static. All right, and it doesn't take very long to equalize. So we're a little low on that. Running pressures I didn't think looked too bad, but I am going to go add some more glycol and get our static pressure back up. All right, so I got my static pressure back up, so I'm gonna turn on a pump, let this thing start running again. Before I mess with my pump speed or anything, I am going to see if adding that glycol, see if adding that glycol will fix my problem. All right, so I found out the issue. These two lines got swapped. So this is my inlet, right? My supply, this is my return. We follow this down through here is the next case, and it gets swapped in that case. There's somebody working in it, or else I'd show the actual thing. But so right now we gotta pump this thing down and then swap the lines. All right, just up here in the overhead, got the supply return lines turned off. They're just down there cutting the line, and then I'll open these air vents up so we can bleed that glycol out, and then we'll just have to fill it back up once they're done. We're good down there. I got my air vents open right there. So I'm gonna start with my supply. Slowly open it. Oh! Oh, had a little bit of glycol come out of there. So I got my supply one closed. Whoop. right, well, I guess we're purged on that. That happened way faster than I thought it was going to. Jeepers creepers. All right, so I got those closed. I'm gonna let it sit for a second, make sure I purge off all the rest of the air, and then I'll open this up. All right, so we got these lines flipped, so now they're going in the right spots, supply to supply, return to return. And wouldn't you know it, we're down to temp. So I just need to check the programming on this just to confirm that I did program this correctly. That's going to be the end of this video. So as always, appreciate y'all watching, appreciate the support. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you later.